The mine stood silent, a monolith of shadow against the dying light. It was a scar upon the land, a gaping maw that promised only darkness. Locals told tales, whispers of vengeful spirits. They spoke of miners lost, trapped beneath tons of rock and earth. The air itself was heavy, thick with unspoken sorrow and dread. The entrance was a jagged wound in the earth, a promise of oblivion. Warnings were painted on a decaying sign, the words faded and peeling, but the message was clear: stay out. Some say the wind carries whispers, the mournful cries of lost souls. They echo in the darkness. The town held on to its secrets, gripped them tight. The mine was a graveyard, a tomb sealed with fear and regret. Old Man Hemlock knew the stories best. He would speak of the mine's dark history, his voice a low rasp. He spoke of a cave-in, a tragedy that shook the town. Dozens of men lost, their families left to grieve, their souls, he claimed, never left. They were bound to the mine, forever trapped in their earthly prison. Hemlock said the mine breathed. Its exhalations were cold, full of sorrow. He warned against disturbing the spirits, his words a chilling reminder of the mine's power. Not all heeded the warnings. The forest had a reputation, a whisper of danger that echoed through the trees. Some were drawn to the unknown, lured by curiosity and a thirst for adventure. The allure of the unexplored was too strong to resist. 4 friends, explorers at heart, stood at the mine's edge. They had heard the stories, but their spirit of adventure overshadowed any fear. They were young, their laughter a stark contrast to the silence of the mine. The camaraderie they shared was palpable, a bond forged through countless adventures. There was Liam, the leader. His eyes shone with determination. He had always been the one to push boundaries, to seek out the unknown. Next to him stood Emily. Her sharp wit matched her even sharper mind. She was the strategist, always thinking several steps ahead. Daniel, the skeptic, scoffed at the local tales. He believed in facts and evidence, dismissing the supernatural as mere superstition. He saw only an opportunity for discovery. The thrill of uncovering secrets was what drove him. And then there was Sarah, quiet and observant. She had an intuition that often guided the group, a sense of things unseen. She felt a pull towards the mine, a sense of foreboding that sent shivers down her spine. It was as if the mine was calling to her, whispering secrets only she could hear. They were prepared, or so they thought. Each had packed meticulously, ensuring they had everything they might need. Their backpacks were filled with supplies, food, water, first aid kits, and tools for any situation they might encounter. Their headlamps cast beams into the darkness. The light cut through the gloom, revealing the path ahead, but also casting eerie shadows that danced on the cave walls. The air grew heavy as they descended, each breath becoming a laborious task. The darkness seemed to swallow them whole, leaving only the faint glow of their headlamps to guide the way. Each step forward took them further into the heart of the unknown, a place where few dared to venture. The narrow passage seemed to stretch endlessly, a labyrinth of rock and shadow. The air was thick with the smell of damp earth and decay, a pungent reminder of the cave's ancient history. Water dripped from the ceiling, echoing through the tunnel like a distant heartbeat. Dust motes danced in the beams of their headlamps, creating an ethereal display in the otherwise oppressive darkness. It was as if the very air was alive, whispering secrets of the past. The silence was absolute, broken only by the sound of their own breathing. Each inhale and exhale seemed amplified, a stark contrast to the stillness that surrounded them. They moved through tunnels carved by hand, the marks of ancient tools still visible on the walls. These passages were a testament to human perseverance and the relentless pursuit of hidden treasures. The walls were a tapestry of darkness and shadow, each crevice and crack telling a story of geological time. Shadows flickered and danced, creating an ever-changing landscape of light and dark. The weight of the mountain pressed down, threatening to crush them under its immense mass. Every step was a reminder of the precariousness of their journey, the ever-present danger lurking above. The deeper they went, the colder it became. Their breath turned to mist in the frigid air, a visible sign of the cave's unwelcoming embrace. Shivers ran down their spines, a mix of cold and fear. The air grew stagnant, heavy with the weight of sorrow. It was as if the cave itself mourned the loss of those who had come before, their spirits lingering in the shadows. They came across remnants of the past, artifacts that told stories of a bygone era. Each item they found was a piece of history, a connection to the miners who had once called this place home. Rusty tools lay abandoned, ghosts of the miners who once toiled here. These forgotten instruments were a poignant reminder of the human cost of exploration, the sacrifices made in the pursuit of progress. Section 5. A glimmer in the dark. Hours crawled by. Time seemed to lose all meaning in the mind's depths. Suddenly Daniel stopped. His headlamp illuminated a glint of gold. A vein of the precious metal ran through the rock face. It was a sight that would make any heart race. Greed flickered in their eyes, a dangerous glint that mirrored the gold. But the beauty of the discovery was short-lived. A chill wind swept through the tunnel, extinguishing their headlamps and plunging them into absolute darkness. Panic flared. Their voices echoed in the darkness, but there was no answer, only the sound of their own fear. Section 6. Whispers on the wind. The darkness was alive. It pressed against them, suffocating. Whispers slithered through the air. They were faint at first, like the rustle of leaves. Then they grew louder, angry. The whispers swirled around them, mocking their fear, accusing. Emily swore she saw figures in the darkness. Their eyes glowed with an eerie light. Their voices sent shivers down her spine. They spoke of their fate, of the cave-in. Their anger and pain were palpable. Liam tried to rationalize, to explain away the whispers as a trick of the mind. But deep down he knew the truth. They were not alone. Section 7. The Wrath of the Trapped. A cold hand brushed against Sarah's cheek. She recoiled, a gasp escaping her lips. Terror threatened to consume her. The spirits were growing bolder, their touch icy and filled with despair. The miners wanted them to understand, to feel their pain, to share their fate. The ground trembled beneath their feet. Rocks rained down from the ceiling. The mine was alive, and it was angry. They were trapped, hunted by the spirits of the dead. Their only hope was to escape, to find a way back to the surface. But the mine had other plans. Section 8. A bridge between worlds. This is where our journey takes a turn into the unknown, a place where reality and the supernatural collide. Liam stumbled, his hand grasping at the darkness, feeling his way through the oppressive blackness that seemed to swallow him whole. He felt something solid, a wooden beam, a remnant of the mine's past, a lifeline in the suffocating void. He clung to it, his heart pounding in his chest, each beat echoing in the silence, a reminder of his fragile existence. He could still hear the whispers, feel the icy breath of the spirits on his neck, their presence a chilling reminder of the mine's haunted history. But there, in the distance, he saw it. A glimmer of hope in the overwhelming darkness. A faint light, a beacon of hope, flickering like a distant star in the night sky. He called out to the others, his voice hoarse with fear and desperation, hoping they could hear him through the oppressive silence. They followed him, their bodies battered and bruised, each step a testament to their will to survive. They emerged into a large cavern, the air thick with anticipation and the unknown. The source of the light was a chasm in the earth, a swirling vortex of energy pulsating with a rhythm that seemed almost alive. It pulsed with an otherworldly glow, casting eerie shadows on the cavern walls, illuminating the faces of the weary travelers. The spirits were drawn to it, their forms swirling and shifting, merging with the light as if answering a call from another realm, a bridge between worlds. Section 9. Fleeing the depths. Liam knew they had to escape. The chasm was both beautiful and terrifying. He urged the others towards an old ladder. Its rungs were slick with moisture, but it was their only way out. They climbed, each movement a testament to their will to survive. The spirits reached for them, their icy fingers brushing against their ankles, but they were too slow. The explorers broke free of the mine's grip. They collapsed onto the surface, gasping for air as if they had been drowning. The sun had already begun to set, casting long shadows across the land. They were safe for now. Section 10. The Mine Remembers. As they made their way back to town, they could feel the mine watching them. Its presence lingered, a constant reminder of the horrors they had witnessed. They never spoke of what they had seen. The memories were too painful, too real. The mine remained silent, its secrets buried deep within its depths. But some say on a quiet night, if you listen closely, you can still hear them, the whispers of the trapped, forever bound to the earth. The mine remembers.